3 years, 3 wins. Zero competition. One driver just proved that in short track racing, legacy isn't just remembered, it's worn on the hood. And the way he did it this time, it's got the entire Cars Tour garage talking. Here's what went down. The votes are counted. The 2026 Cars Tour Best Appearing Throwback contest has a winner, and it's the same name for the 3rd straight year. Landon Huffman out of Claremont, North Carolina, took the top spot at Hickory Motor Speedway's Throwback Classic. His car wasn't just a paint scheme. It was a tribute, a direct recreation of his father Robert Huffman's 2001 NASCAR Goody's Dash Series number 37. For that win, Huffman and his Carroll Speed Shop crew are walking away with a full next-gen body kit courtesy of 5-star race car bodies. In the Pro Late Model division, a different kind of tribute stole the show. Tristan Pena honored the late Greg Biffle, running a scheme modeled after Biffle's championship-winning number 50 truck from the 2000 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season. Pena's Might Darn Racing team also picked up a full next-gen body kit as their prize. The Cars Tour now takes a scheduled week off before returning August 22nd at Anderson Motor Speedway in South Carolina. That's the surface. Now let's talk about why this actually matters. This isn't just a paint scheme contest. This is short track racing's version of a Hall of Fame moment decided by the fans, not a panel of executives in a boardroom. Huffman winning 3 years running isn't luck. It's strategy layered on emotion. He's not chasing nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. He's building a personal brand rooted in family history, and it's working every single time. The fans get a ballot in their hands. Think about what that means inside a garage. When a driver keeps winning something voted on by the public, that's marketing gold. Sponsors notice, team owners notice, and other drivers in that field absolutely notice, because now the bar for throwback effort just got raised again. Then you've got Pena's tribute to Greg Biffle. This one hits different. Biffle isn't just a name from an old scorecard. He's a North Carolina short track legend who became a Cup Series race winner and a championship truck series driver before his passing. Pena choosing that scheme isn't a random pick. It's a statement about where he sees his own career going and who he's measuring himself against. In a series like Cars Tour, where the whole point is developing the next generation of NASCAR talent, moments like this matter more than they get credit for. This is where identity gets built before the national spotlight ever shows up. Let's get into the real breakdown, because there's more happening here than paint and nostalgia. First, the competitive angle. A full next-gen body kit from 5-star race car bodies is not some throwaway prize. That's a real financial and performance asset for a short track team operating on a fraction of a national touring budget. For teams like Carroll Speed Shop and Might Darn Racing, that kind of equipment upgrade can directly influence performance for an entire season. This contest isn't just a popularity vote. It's a legitimate resource swing in a series where every dollar matters. Second, the branding angle. Huffman's three-peat is starting to look less like a coincidence and more like a calculated identity play. In a sport where sponsors are drawn to storylines as much as raw speed, the Throwback King is a title that sticks. That's the kind of narrative that gets a driver noticed by higher-tier teams scouting for personality, not just lap times. Now here's the risk. Leaning hard into a legacy storyline can be a double-edged sword. If Huffman becomes known primarily for a nostalgia campaign rather than results on the track, it could actually work against him when it's time for bigger opportunities. Team owners at the next level want proven speed first, marketable story second. The throwback wins need to be backed by strong finishes, or the narrative starts to feel like a gimmick instead of a genuine trajectory. For Pena, the risk is different. Tying your identity to a legend's legacy invites direct comparison. Every future result gets measured against that standard, whether he wants it or not. That's pressure most young drivers don't choose voluntarily, but it's also exactly the kind of pressure that separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. Is this smart or dangerous? Honestly, it's both. Smart because it builds a fan base and secures real equipment upgrades. Dangerous because expectations just went up, and short track racing does not forgive drivers who talk a big legacy game without the results to match. Fans are loving this. Social media reaction to Huffman's third straight win has been full of praise for keeping his father's legacy alive on track. That emotional connection is exactly why this contest resonates so much with the Cars Tour fan base. But there's also growing conversation forming. Some longtime followers of the series are starting to ask if the ballot should rotate winners more, giving other teams a real shot at that body kit prize. It's not hostility. It's the natural tension that comes with any fan-driven contest once someone starts dominating it. On the Pena side, the reaction has been more emotional than competitive. Tributes to Greg Biffle tend to hit differently in the Carolinas, where his career started and where his legacy still runs deep in the short track community. Best case scenario, Huffman's throwback dominance becomes the launching pad for a bigger opportunity. A higher tier team notices the fan engagement, the storytelling, and the results, and offers him a shot to prove that legacy and speed can coexist. Meanwhile, Pena's Biffle tribute becomes a defining moment that fans point back to when his career starts climbing. Worst case scenario, the throwback narrative overshadows the on-track product. Huffman becomes known more for August ballots than August finishes, and Pena feels the weight of chasing a legend's shadow instead of building his own identity. In short track racing, that kind of pressure has ended more promising runs than people want to admit. Which path this takes depends entirely on what happens on the racetrack, not the ballot box. So here's the real question. Is Landon Huffman building the smartest brand in short track racing right now? Or is he setting himself up for a narrative he can't outrun? Drop your take in the comments, best case, worst case, or something in between. And if you want the real breakdown on every storyline coming out of Cars Tour before anyone else covers it, make sure you subscribe to SportsWire USA. We're just getting started.